left the city and moved up north to a 100-acre property in the Canadian wilderness. I try to live a healthy and self-sufficient lifestyle and share about it in my videos. If that sounds good to you, I hope you enjoy and consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks. So it's been a couple of months since my last video, and for those of you that have been following me, you know that I was down in Florida for the winter. So besides enjoying the lovely sun and wonderful weather, I spent quite a bit of it getting ready, painting for upcoming art shows this year. So it kept me quite busy, and it's hard to be creative making art and making videos. I just can't seem to find the time to do both. So so I just spent a lot of time painting and getting orders done and getting ready for my shows. So you can see in this video here, I already had my first show down in Florida, and then I have another one coming up later in the spring. So it definitely keeps me busy while I'm down there, and I really enjoy getting into my studio, and I'm really happy to be home now, considering what's happening between the US and Canada. It was nice to cross the border and to be back in Canada. So these houseplants are great if you are away from home for any length of time, or you're the kind of person that forgets to water your plants, because they'll die, and if you deadhead them and start watering them, they just pop right back to life. So I call them shamrocks, but I don't think that's what they are. So today is looking like a beautiful day out. We're supposed to get some warm weather and lots of sunshine, so I want to spend quite a bit of time outdoors this morning. I've got some chores to do, and I need to go and set up some trail cams, so I thought I'd take you guys along with me. But before we head outside, I have this leftover roast chicken, and I want to make a bone broth out of it. So I'm just going to put that together here in the slow cooker and just let it simmer away all day, and then I'll have a nice jar of homemade bone broth to use later on in soups and stews. I like to dry this big duvet outside, because I find when it's in the dryer it just doesn't get dry properly. So whenever I have the opportunity to hang it up outside, that's what I do. I would put it up on the clothesline, but for any of you who have been following me for a while, you'll remember back in the fall, I had a bear come and visit and try to, I guess, take my duvet off the line, and he ended up snapping the line right down, which is fine. It was just a temporary clothesline, and so I guess this year we'll get something a little bit more permanent. I'll link the video for that bear video. We try to steal the laundry at the end of this one. So let's head out for a hike on the trails, and we'll go set up the trail cams, and then maybe find somewhere to stop and have a tea, have a break. So you can see here, I'm just sprinkling some salt out on these boards. We'll have to go into town and get some salt licks. So I kind of just set this in front of the trail cams so that it attracts the animals in and we can have a better view. I also have some leftover carrot peelings from the chicken stock that I was making this morning, so I thought I'd just throw those out here with them as well. So where I'm setting up this trail cam, you can see that there are actually two trails that meet this main trail here, and it's a great spot to view wildlife. In previous years, we've had the camera set up here, and we've got some great images of the wildlife that come around. So this area on our property is south facing, and it has absolutely no snow, and you can actually feel the warmth of the sun beating down on you here. It's just so surreal because it's so wintry and cold down in the trees with the snow, but up here it's just a different microclimate altogether. So here I have another salt lick, and we'll just check and see what's in it, and probably nothing, and we'll add some salt and set up the trail cam here. This is my garden, and it's currently under 1.5 feet of snow, and I think it's mid-April right about now. So I will be starting some seeds indoors, and that should help with the growing season. I am going to make a homemade carrot cake with cream cheese icing. I always associate carrot cake with spring and Easter, and I don't know why, but I do. And also we have a family potluck gathering this Easter weekend coming up, so I want to bring that along with me. I will leave a link in the description for this recipe. the next day, Sunday, and as you can see, it's snowing again and it's actually quite cold out. So it's a good day to stay inside. I have some different projects I want to work on. So first I'm going to plant some of my seeds. I have more seeds that I need to get planted, but I have to pick up the seeds and get some more trays. I also have a kind of little spring decor project that I've been wanting to put together, so I think I'll do that afterwards. And then I think I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon just relaxing, maybe read, and just enjoying my Sunday.